Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about one of the Elden Ring Nightreign classes called Ironeye. In the following video, I will give you information about weapons, stats, skills, and how to use them in battle. Before starting, I must say that Ironeye was the first class I was able to finish the game with in a single player. Ironeye is a ranged DPS class and her main weapon is a bow and arrow. He can also use another weapon in his left hand, which in my opinion is not logical considering the amount of HP and FP of the class because she has to use a lot of mana or get close to the enemy. And it is better to hold the bow with two hands to deal more damage. Among the advantages of the Ironeye class, we can mention the infinity of its arrows, which was not the case in Elden Ring, and also when we use its levels. It does not require much mana. First, let's look at the stats of this class and see what exactly its attributes are. The first thing that stands out here is the amount of HP and FP, which shows that you don't have a lot of HP and FP, but instead you have a high amount of stamina, which indicates that you can do a lot of activities with this class. These activities can include continuous attacks and dodging. Then in the other section of Ironeye is stats, we can see that the damage effectiveness of this class is from level A Dexterity, from level B Arcane, and from level C Strange. This effectiveness can be effective in the weapons we choose. For example, with level B Arcane, it is better to use weapons that have blood loss. The first passive ability it has is called Eagle Eyes. The effect of Eagle Eyes is in the dropping of items for the individual and the group, which is an important skill for the party. Regarding the second skill called Marking, we should say that with the dagger that this class has, it hits its target and causes that target to receive 10% more damage, which also causes the target to break faster in consecutive attacks. The advantage of this level is that it lasts 12 seconds. Another use that we can make of the Marking skill is that we can use it as a dodge at the right times. That is, when the boss or target is very close to us, and with it we can go behind the boss and damage him from there in a safe place. Of course, it should be noted that we should not use the skill from a long distance because after the skill ends, we will not be in the right place and we may be damaged by our target. Finally, we come to the Ironeye class ultimate called Single Shot, which fires a very strong arrow that puts regional targets under its AoE regardless of defense. Other advantages of this ultimate include its fast activation speed and also breaking the boss for a very short period of time. When using this ultimate, we should pay attention to having as many people as possible in its AoE range within the distance between us and our target to have the greatest effect. As for the main weapon of this class, the bow, we can use the Great Bow, which in my opinion is not a good option because its attack time is very high and it takes a lot of stamina, which becomes a weakness of the class in a fight with bosses. Another thing we can mention about bows is that they may have different levels. One of the levels may be a very strong direct shot, a strong shot from the sky, or even a rain of arrows on the enemy's head, but in my opinion, the best level for bows and arrows is direct and continuous shooting. The important thing when using weapons in this class is to try to choose weapons that have stat effects. These stat effects can help you a lot in the first and second cycle stages of the game, but at the end of the game and the third cycle boss, most bosses are resistant to these effects, and these effects almost lose their effect. Finally, what I can mention about the Ironeye class is that its low HP and FP can be compensated for by its ranged DPS. This class is an easy class and there is not much difference between the beginner level of this class and its very professional level, and if we have the right rotation, we can display a suitable level of DPS for our party. Considering the range of this class, you can revive your teammates from a distance, which can have a very important impact on the performance of the group. Also, with its fast and powerful ultimate, you can easily destroy the side targets of the bosses and inflict heavy damage on the bosses. I hope this information was useful to you.